Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and let's just get right into it, shall we? Enjoy. When I was about 4, we were broken into twice. The first time, my grandfather and mom had been grocery shopping. We arrived home and unlocked the front door, and one of the bedroom doors up the passageway slammed shut from the change in air pressure. My grandfather must have sensed something was up and ran up to the passageway to the bedroom. Window was open, curtains swinging in the breeze, and nobody to be found. They figured he mustn't have been there long before they arrived home, as nothing in the house was touched or taken. The second time was 3 months later. My mom woke up to someone sitting on the bed with a knife in his hand at 3 a.m. My mom said she froze, couldn't talk, couldn't move, completely petrified. She said he was mumbling, but she couldn't make out what he was saying. Then the next door neighbor's dog barked, and he just stood up and walked out. She heard the backsliding door open, and a minute or so later, the line of the light shining through the curtains from the streetlight was blacked out. She grabbed the phone and called my grandfather. All she said was there was someone in the house. He lived about 5 minutes away with her 3 young teenage brothers. In less than 5 minutes, they pulled in the driveway and scattered to surround the house, all barefoot, wearing their underwear. Every single door was open and locked, and the back door was open. Nobody to be seen. My mom was a mess. There were huge muddy footprints in the laundry under the little window she left open for the cat. It took a few days for all the weird things this creep had done to be discovered. All the clothes that was in the laundry basket, fed the cat and poured her a bowl of milk, poured whiskey out of the container in the living room and added ice and coke to it. He ate the leftover roast meat out of the fridge, cut up some catalog that were sitting on the bench, took a photo of the stovetop and another one of me sleeping on my mom's camera, and left it sitting next door on my bed. Tipped salt in my mom's shoes. The knife was out of my mom's block in the kitchen, and they never found it. Just a bunch of really weird shit. The cops came and got plenty of fingerprints, but whoever it was didn't have a record. The consensus eventually, a couple years later, was that it was on an acquaintance of one of my brothers. It was a bit of a Chinese whisper conclusion though. He'd said X and Y person to A, who told the person B, etc., and it got back to my mom's brother. He was eventually locked up on some sort of psychiatric hold for something unrelated, and was never charged with a break-in and messed with my mom up for a lot of years. So, fuck this guy. I live in a joint family system. My house is at the top and has just finalized construction, and this is the night we moved in. I'm at the ground floor with my sister and 3 cousins and their parents. We're all laughing and having fun watching TV when a masked guy with a gun walks in. Now I'm scared shitless because this is Pakistan, and I am in the closet atheist, so I think he's coming for me. Instead, he beats up my uncle and starts asking them for money and jewelry. They got out of the room to look while the one guy watched us. Everyone is dead quiet. We are all kids in here, aside from that one guy laughing and making jokes. He's nice, the others are not so much. One comes in and says that they are from Afghanistan and that Pakistan has helped the US destroy their country. So he's going to rob Pakistan. When he said that, we obviously aren't from the government. He says the army did it. I freeze. My dad, who's on the top floor, is in the army, and he was deployed to the Afghan border once. No one's children are on the same floor as the parents, and nobody knows what's going on. I think our floor is the only one, and when they take everyone's phones, I thank God my Nexus is in my room. Uncle comes back with Mean Thief. They didn't find enough. Apparently someone told them that we had gold bricks hidden somewhere. This is where I start to calm down. They're here for money, and not for me. He then tells the nice guy to shoot me, and to get them to talk. We manage to talk him out of it, though then they take my eldest cousin and tell his parents if they didn't cough up more, they're never going to see him again. After a bit more beating and searching, they decided to leave. My dad comes down after they've left to check on everyone. He's hurt pretty bad. Whoopee, my Nexus is gone. Thankfully, didn't touch my PS4 or PS3. Everyone is safe though. They were all about to take a hostage. Also, one of my cousins was apparently crying and begging the gunman not to kill him, to the point where the thief had to reassure him they are not. So yeah. Later, police tell us one of them was killed in a gun showdown at another house when one of the neighbors called the police. My mother is traumatized by this incident. And also, fuck this guy. I go and walk my dog around my house pretty late at night, around 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Maybe not the safest thing, but I live in the woods away from people. Anyway, I start walking downstairs and notice my sister's door was open with the light on. It struck me as odd considering that she moved out 6 years ago, and nobody ever goes in there. I walk in to turn the light off and close the door, and I see a man hiding behind the closet door. It's broken and filled with boxes, so there was no real way that he could hide from me. I act like I didn't see him, and I went and grabbed my shotgun from the other room, went back in, and told him not to move or I'd fucking kill him. He jumped out from the closet and took off running as fast as he could right past me, into the garage, and out into the woods. I could have shot him, but I didn't. I saw his face a few days earlier. He knocked on my door claiming to know my neighbor and said he was looking for copper to sell. Asked if I knew or had any old copper he could have. I gave him a few old car batteries I had, and that was that. He said he had 2 daughters he was trying to take care of. I didn't call the cops, but that was the extent of my mercy. If he came back the night, he was dead. I hope you guys enjoyed the home invasion stories, and next video will be Thursday night, probably late like this one. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe if you want. Thank you.